folks? Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to Sooner 535. So today I kind of want to talk about a bait that's had a decent amount of hype from the bass fishing industry lately. This bait has risen in popularity pretty fast because of its odd design and the fact that it catches fish. This is the A&M Baits Halo Jig, and we'll get into the bait here in a second. See, it's got a strange design, unlike really any jig that you normally see on the market. So I want to give you the brief history, kind of how it. See, it was an accident bait. Mr. Bollinger, the owner of A&M Baits, was kind of messing around with it, I guess, and he accidentally came up with that design, and I guess he liked it. So he put a lot of money into the design, I guess, and it rose in popularity, I suppose, because before I knew it, the first place I saw it was actually in Fisherman magazine, and I was looking around in there, and I saw it, and I was like, okay, just a weird design, and I looked at it, and it was A&M Baits, and I thought that was pretty cool because A&M Baits, their company is located pretty much right next door to me in Ardmore, Oklahoma, and I thought that was pretty neat, and so I went to the Oklahoma Hunting and Fishing Expo, and sure enough, they had a booth. I walked down there, checked him out, and he took the time and talked to me about the bait, taught me how to use it, and his favorite colors, his confidence colors, the sizes, and really nice guy. He and his wife, really great people, and they just showed me the bait, showed me the different techniques I can use with it, and we're going to talk about that here in a second. But so it's a pretty great bait, risen in popularity really fast. It was in the Bassmaster in Fisherman, probably more than that, but that's pretty much where it's got all its hype from, I think. And so that's that bait, the history of the bait. So let's talk more about the bait itself. So it's not hard to see why this bait is so different than any other, and that is because of the round halo on the top of its head. And what that design does, and why it helps you catch so many fish, is it pretty much reduces snag. This jig is designed to be fished anywhere, and this halo helps it. So you can pitch and flip in grass if you want, and how you do that is you take your line right here and you tie it through the front, take that back through the eye, and there it is. And then you're going to tie whatever knot you want to tie. So that right there is how you tie it if you're fishing grass, and what that does is the halo pretty much acts, I guess, as another weed guard, and it just kind of goes right through that moss like it's nothing. So yeah, I've tried it out in the moss, and I'm able to fish it a lot more because I get very little grass on my bait anymore. Now, if you're fishing rocks or wood or covered like that, pretty much rock, you're tying it, turn that around, and I go right through the eye right there, come back and tie it this way. It's totally like a weed guard, the way the weed guard is pointing to, it needs to be pulled out that way, and that's it's just the totally opposite way of what I just did. And what that does is the halo, usually what happens when you're fishing rock or wood is the head gets clamped into the crevice of a rock, and what this halo does is it reduces that. See, pretend like my fingers are a rock, and what that does is that just stops it right there. So it's not getting hung. So that's that, and that's why the one reason this halo is so revolutionary. Another thing I want to talk about is the sweet bait keeper right there. If you want to put a trailer on there, you've got that little bait keeper right there. Perfect. It's got a barb on it, so it helps keep the bait a lot better. Like I've got one right here. It just keeps that bait in there. You just push it up and stick it in there and pull it back. and it stays, and it works. The thing about these jigs is that the jig head comes separate from the skirt, which I like that because if you want to change colors, if you want different colors, you don't have to buy a whole lot of jig heads. You can just get skirts, and skirts are pretty cheap with A&M. So we got two different types of skirts here, and I've got both of them. This is the original design right there. It's pretty sweet because you can put it on that jig head either way. You can put it up like that, and it's got that uneven look, or you can turn around the other way and put it on, and it's all even strands. And this is the tarantula skirt, I believe they call it, and it's basically like a finesse skirt. It's made for finesse baits, and what that does is it gives a little bit more action whenever that jig hits the bottom. It just expands like that, like a it's like a tarantula. But those are the two different type of skirts you can get. I know they're pretty cheap. You go to A&M Baits.com, same place you get the jig heads. They come in separate packs, and this is the pack for the jig head. They come, as you can see, they come in all different weights, from 5/16 to 5/8, and the hook size is different from 3/0, 4/0, and 5/0. So they pretty much got you covered. There's a ton of different colors in there, so you may have trouble deciding what to get because they're all great colors and they all catch fish. So let me just demonstrate how to put the skirt onto the jig head. It's very easy, very simple, not difficult to do at all. So you get your jig head, turn it upward, turn the hook up, and just see. The thing is, there's one of my dadgum skirt strands got hung in there. Let me get that out. Alright, so what you do is you take your skirt, and it's got a hole in it like that, and this is the tarantula skirt. If you're doing the original skirt, you can do it any way you want, but this is the way the tarantula skirt goes on. So you just slide it up there past the first bar, whatever it is, and pop it up there right by the head. So there you got a perfectly good jig. It will not come off unless you force it, but it won't come off in the water. So it's real tight. It's not going to come off, and it just proves to be a good quality bait, the skirt and the head. So A&M really outdid themselves on that. So that's pretty much got you covered on the Halo jig. That's, if you want to go online, I suggest you go online and get some. They're great baits. I'm looking forward to making some videos with them this summer, getting ready. So go to ANMBaits.com, www.ANMBaits.com, and they've got a whole store, whole line of baits, great quality baits. And this jig's just been getting a lot of hype, so I decided to review it because I know it's a great bait. I sense it. I sense that I'm going to catch lunker after lunker with it. So that's that. Thank you guys for watching. You can subscribe if you want. I don't mind. But if you want great quality videos like these, all the time, if you want to tune in, subscribe.